Good morning, everybody. In this video, we're going to talk about neutral density or ND filters. I'm going to talk about what they are, what they're used for, different types, which type I use, and some recommendations based on budget. ND filters are used to reduce the amount of light coming in through your camera's lens without having to adjust your settings. The filter itself is a piece of glass that is placed on the front of your lens either by screwing on a circular filter or with a square system. I've never used the square system, so this video is going to focus on the circular filters. I have preferred the circular ones because they're small and easy to pack, less expensive, and I prefer to carry a variable filter. By variable filter, what that means is I can rotate the dial to change the level of darkness, or setting the f-stop. With a variable filter, I don't have to choose which filter I want to get out of my bag based on the level of darkness. I can just put on the variable filter and rotate this dial once it's on the camera. A fixed filter will have a predetermined level of darkness, or f-stop, that cannot be changed. Some advantages to the variable filter are time and convenience. Like I said, once the filter is on my camera, I can just rotate the dial as needed. If the light is changing around me, I can rotate the dial. I don't have to remove the filter and grab a new one. Also, a variable filter will probably be less expensive since you only need one filter, as opposed to with a fixed filter, you might need 5 filters to achieve different levels of darkness. By only needing to carry one filter, it will also save weight and space in my bag. There are some disadvantages to a variable filter. If you turn the dial too far in the dark direction, you may get this cross X pattern. I'll never forget how confused and upset I was the first time I did that. Also, some people might claim that a variable filter may be more likely to have a polarizing effect, but I haven't really noticed this much. A fixed ND filter may provide better quality since it's a single piece of glass versus a variable filter, which is 2 pieces of glass. The 2 primary uses I have would be to shoot portraits and long exposures in bright conditions. When shooting a portrait, you ideally want a low aperture. By opening the lens this wide, you're going to be letting a lot of light in. Doing so, especially on a bright sunny day, is going to result in a blown out image. Applying the filter will solve that issue. I use these filters for long exposures of waterfalls and clouds. Similar to the issue with low aperture, a long exposure in bright conditions would also cause the image to be blown out. It would be impossible to have your shutter open for 10 seconds during the day without an ND filter on to darken the image. With an ND filter applied, I can use the camera settings I want to achieve the look that I'm going for. Another thing to be aware of is thread size. The thread size of your lens should be listed on the inside of your lens cap. If you're getting a circular screw-on filter, you need to make sure the thread size matches. If your lens has a 67mm thread size, you need to make sure your filter will fit a 67mm thread. So if you have 3 different lenses with 3 different thread sizes, you need to make sure you have filters that would fit each one if it's a lens that you're planning on using a filter for. I tend to look for the best bang for my buck, and the best filter I can recommend for the money is from 𝘧𝘧𝘪𝘭𝘪𝘢𝘵. I've been using these filters for over 6 years. They're made of glass and they've been perfect for my needs. On Amazon, they're usually somewhere between $20 and $30 per variable ND filter. If your budget is a little bit higher, I would recommend looking into K&F Concept variable ND filters. I used these once when 𝘧𝘧𝘪𝘭𝘪𝘢 didn't have the thread size I needed and the quality was at least just as good. They usually range in price somewhere between $30 and $80. If you're really not worried about money and you're just looking for the best, you really can't go wrong with Hoya, Tiffin, or Polar Pro. I have not used either of these, but they're highly rated and recommended all over the place, and if you're looking for professional quality, this would be the route I would go. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel as well. Thanks for watching. See you next time.